Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be talking about some essential items that made my own triplet motherhood journey a lot more easier. So this video, it's not the conventional newborn essential videos that talk about the entire package. Today's video is just a video handpicking some of my favorite items that I think made my own motherhood journey from 0 to 6 months a lot more easier. If you are new to this channel and you haven't subscribed, please click on the subscribe button, like, share, and comment. Thank you for doing this in advance. So let's dive right into the content for today. The first on my list is the Bellababy dual electric breast pump. This came in really handy because at the time my triplets were born, they could barely feed directly. They could barely nurse directly from my boobs. And so I needed to express the milk and also to feed them measuring in measurements. So this breast pump was very useful. It was easy to set up. It was also very, very beginners friendly. It's not something you would struggle with. It was easy to clean and it did the work as it should. I got it from Amazon and it was also very affordable at that time. I'll put the link of these items in my description button so anyone could get them if they ever donate them. The next on my list is the MOSFiATA 3-in-1 bottle warmer. This bottle warmer was a game changer. Before my triplets were born, I searched around and I noticed that what I could find mainly were the bottles that either could warm 1 or 2 bottles at the same time. So seeing a bottle warmer that could hold 3 bottles at the same time was not only time saving, it was also very, very energy saving for me. This meant that once I needed to feed my babies, all I needed to do was to take the express breast milk from the fridge, put them in the bottle warmer, and voila. It's a digital bottle warmer, and you could adjust, you could set the timing as well. The good thing about this 3-in-1 bottle warmer is that it could double as a bottle sterilizing unit, and you could also use it to warm a portion of the food. When your babies are a lot older, you can use it to warm their foods. So I would say it was very lovely and helpful when my babies were younger. The next on my list is the Trippy Premium 3-in-1 buggy. This was also a very good device. So it's the buggy. It contains the carry cot for when they were newborns, so they can lie on it. It also has 3 push chairs. It has also the car seats. So this buggy could grow with the baby from when they were born and they needed the carry cot to lie down, from when they were a lot older and they could sit. So you can put them in the push chair. Then it also has the car seat in case you want to put them in a car. So it was very helpful. The only downside about this buggy was that as these children got bigger, the buggy became really heavier. And so what that meant is that by the time they were 7, 8 months, I had to change it. I had to buy another kind of buggy. So there's also another thing about this buggy. It wasn't sold in the UK because I needed a brand new one, except you want to buy like a second new one, then you can get it maybe from any triplet mom. However, at the time I was purchasing mine, I didn't see anyone who was selling off their second-handed ones at that time. So I needed to purchase it. It was sold in Poland. So I had to get it from Poland, and it took a couple of weeks, about 5 to 6 weeks, for it to get delivered. The next important item that I would say really helped me was the EONO baby scale. When my triplets were born, they were born at 32 weeks, with one of them weighing only about 950 grams. At the time she was coming back home from the hospital, she was weighing only 1.5 kg. What that meant for me was that I knew I needed to monitor their weight. So what I did was that I had to buy this EONO baby scale. It helped me to monitor their weight every other day. So I do not have to wait for only when the health visitors were around to monitor what they were weighing. This helped me to know when I needed to increase their feed, when I needed to check to see if they were growing well. And this was really helpful because whenever the health visitor came, it was a case of, oh, they're growing well, they're doing well, because I was keeping a close eye on how they were growing. And so they never had any issue about not growing as they should. So I would say this was super duper helpful in my motherhood journey. The next I would say was helpful was the Dr. Brown thermometer. This was helpful for the nights whereby they have fevers, like the nights where the period when they get their vaccines and their running temperatures. I could check to know when to do what, to know to keep myself at ease, to know how they were faring. The beautiful thing about this thermometer is that it has age precision in it. So it tells you what if the baby is getting really, really, it has the amber mode, the green mode, and the red light to let you know if the fever is really, really too high. And that could mean that you may need to contact the doctor. So it has from 0 to 3 months, it has from 3 to 36 months, and it has from 36 months plus. So the age precision is something I would say it's very lovely. And another thing about this thermometer, I would say, is that it's very durable because I had it since when they were born, and now they are over 3. I would tell you that I am still using this same thermometer even till now. Another thing I would say came in handy for me is the Greco glider swing. This swing came in really handy because it helped me to care for the babies when, let's say, I'm the only one available and more than one babies needed me to hold them. They needed comfort. All I needed to do was to turn on the swing, place the babies on it, strap them, and then let the swing do its magic. It helps them relax. It helps them stay cozy. And that meant that I do not need to juggle carrying all 3 babies at the same time. But there is something you must note with the swing. This swing should not be, you shouldn't leave your babies unattended to while in the swing because it could be very dangerous and sometimes fatal. So what it meant is that when these babies are on the swing, you should stay there closely to watch them to see how they are faring. However, once they begin to want to fall asleep, it is for safety reasons, you need to take them out of the swing, put them nicely on their bed so that they can fall asleep nicely on their bed and not on the swing. The next important thing I would say was the room thermometer. So the Marathon digital clock doubles as a clock as well as a room thermometer. So the room thermometer helps me to know when to turn on the heater, when to reduce it, and when to even sometimes completely turn it down. So for my babies, I noticed that when they were born and when they were really young, once the temperature becomes too cold or too hot, they become really cranky and uncomfortable. So all I needed to do was to look at the room thermometer. Then it gives you the degrees of the room at that point. So it directs me on the next steps to do, whether to adjust the room to a suitable temperature for the children. The last thing I would say was super helpful for me was a GNCC baby monitor. The beautiful thing about this monitor is that it comes with motion and sound detection, and you can use it with your Wi-Fi, and also you can use it when you are even away from the vaccine. Let's say you are out and about, you can log into the monitor with your phone and you can see exactly what your babies are doing and how they are faring. So let's say I put my babies in the room to sleep. I could go downstairs and do some activities like even cook. All I needed to do was to turn on my phone and to watch them. And once I see that once the baby starts making noise or they wake up, the motion detector starts and it shows you what the babies are doing. So for me, I think this was super duper helpful. So I would say these are my favorite newborn essential that really helped me in my time when my babies were 0 to 6 months. And I do hope it's something that would be helpful to any mother who may need any of these things. So if you are a mother of 1, 2, 3, or even quadruplets or more, could you please comment below what are those items that you think personally was helpful to you during your newborn stage? Could you comment below, because I believe some mothers out there maybe on this channel trying to learn something new and to see how they can navigate their new motherhood journey. Thank you so very much for watching, and I would say until I see you in my next video, bye for now.